What an exciting day. For most people that were watching some cool stuff for Sony, we've got God of War, tons of Insomniac projects which they've been killing it through their expansion and their, well, pickup from Sony. We are going to go ahead and go to the next subject, which is Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So, if you're newer to the network, my name is Mac, here at the MacGyver7 channel, and today we will be looking at the brand new 3. Something or other they would like to say is 1 after that, because we all know the 1 numeral isn't going to change for a while in the front of that. So 3.1 is what we're going to serve up today. So if you're newer to the network, hit the subscription button in company with the notification bell and get excited for some patch notes. For most people that have not started the siege on Paris, a lot of community members are liking the way that it is patching out. It is getting better as the times go on. Now, for as far as we can see, the 9th through the 6th, there is going to be some rewards that you can complete to unlock some pretty cool naval achievements. On top of that, the river raids will get the one-handed swords instead of that season of loot. You can also see that there is going to be tons of stuff like tattoo contests for as far as what they can unlock. And you can see a lot more stuff for as far as the back, front, face, and arms are going to offer for painting in that brand new look. Cool hoodie giveaway that they have going on. You can go to the Discord to start, but what we're going to be taking a look at today, which is our patch note. So roughly we can see on top of that, we got that around 7 on this month, about 3 days back, right before producing this video. You can see about 2.5, but we're looking at patch notes rolled down. Pretty big size for a majority. Xbox Series X and S taking the bigger chunk of a download. PlayStation 5 was pretty minuscule compared to the 4 though. So 5 versus 4 is a little bit more space. But before we get down to the point of new content, you can see, let me go ahead and get rid of this. Sorry, I'm not gonna lie, do that. On top of that situation of 3 river raids on updating the game mode, so make sure that you're gonna have 2 facing the champions and the new champions of faith. On top of that, the new rewards in the river, you can see have been included a short sword. You can see that there's going to be a hull upgrade from 4 to 5, which you can go ahead and take a respective portion of pushing forward. The higher ranking can now be carried for rations, doing more damage than the enemies. River raids and the longship cargo can upgrade to the level 4 to 5 as well. And the 3 new abilities for being found in the river raid in the monastery. You can see the spinning harpoon, the arrows, as well as the axe. We'll be getting some pretty cool stuff as we get down to newer locationable points on the Van map. In the Ruin Peak challenges, you can see tons of stuff. The Tarkin ruins and the Soctines. You can see for a lot of examples down below and how to utilize those, along with the perk runs and the caps and the removals. Definitely fun stuff. A lot of the, I guess, mechanics probably would have been felt out by now for a lot of people that have been playing it the last couple days, but for the difficulty adjustments for the finite tuning, you can see for the nightmare combats, plus 200 received, standard damage is inflicted, 40% ratio on the negative hill, and the parry timing window. I like how they're giving us the breakdown on the charts, which makes sense. You'll have to be a little bit more refined or try to find their bumps and bruises as they're adjusting inside of their AI response time from NPC mechanical points of their API. So looking on past that, you can see that the players will now heal accordingly to the difficult settings from nightmare to easy default, which should be something that's very easy to play the game, because I feel like that was something that was really screwed up in the beginning that made even the most easiest difficulty like crazy. But a lot of common era games that splashed into the cross-count, I guess, crash course of the newer generation of systems ran into a lot of issues. So it wasn't just this game, it was a lot. As we get down to Odin's, which is almost there, we can see there are some more customizable offers for as far as Twitter, Instagram, and a lot of other things that you can kind of grab, as well as the going to the Ubisoft collection to get some more freebies. Now, for as far as the game improvements, there's a miscellaneous portion that comes down to the following types. You can see that there's a great skill node, a spear node, as well as the portions of the sickle. So you can also see down portions of players cannot upgrade their settlements to 6 due to the lack of supplies. Will now be able to purchase supplies at the settlement merchant. Only able at level 5 though, so in case you got into that predicament, they have a workaround now. The players didn't take damage from the fire destroying the boat. Some XP issues that rolled out for the daily quest in Ireland and France, as well as the long missions, or could be some spawning in the raid in expansions 1 and 2. PC in the photo for as far as the native aspect and the ratio in the border windows. You can see now that the Siege of Paris comes into the expansion 2 and addresses some issues that come down from players, from re-entry, down to the church gatekeepers. There are some spoilers portions for some bosses that they had some issues with, as well as the longship sails, quest markers misplacing instead of like homecoming, as well as the duelists remaining stuck on a mount and not fighting the player. Numerous issues for as far as the barn bullfight. You can see there's portions of the rot stump, as you can see something happen when trying to be placed on the horse and the stairs. So the world map isn't open to the pressing portion of the keys and the rebellion mission. You can see that players now exit Little Mother's sanctum if conflict is initiated with 2 NPCs in the tunnel, which causes an issue. And you can see that they're going to dial up a little bit more for as far as players interacting with doors, as well as the duelists that came down to the portions of a few other scenarios instead of like circumstances where dead bodies and getting carried around, as well as them inside of these sheep. So there's a lot more to like be had nowadays for the duelists, but you can also see that there is going to be something for the ruins that you can see for the outdoors that have been fixed as well. Finishers and cameras inside of the Siege of Paris, and then you have the Wrath of the Druids down from Devlin, but no longer accessible. You can see that there was some king update for as far as freeing prisoners, and the trial that came down to the previous playthrough. Dublin reaches that couldn't be also completed for Azad, as well as the players that were being stuck in the cinematic and the camera angle with inside of the Shook. Now main quests, you can see that there is a lot that they've been addressing throughout the progression. You can take a look, see if you have been affected, but we also seen some mission portions of the mastery challenges and raids, and it's getting more refined. I think that they're taking the final cracks at these and trying to refine it and iron it out, which is kind of cool. For numerous fixes, I'm sure that there will be other things that will be on this list, but it's nice to see it getting down to a few. And leave a comment down below, or you definitely hit up their forum to let them know if there's still some stuff and what system you're rocking and what scenario is being replicated under, so they can kind of have a lead to see themselves. So for as far as the future and what this holds, there's some issues that have gone and come with this game, and I think that this game is finally starting to get down to the ends meet of being playable, and their patch is actually syncing up with what's actually changing without you feeling like you're in the dark. So if you're newer to the network, you can always like, share, and subscribe for newer content that rolls out. It'll be a little bit more on time. I know I was a little bit late to this, but I will see you guys and gals in the near future for more content that rolls out from Ubisoft. I'm sure Watch Dogs is probably going to have another update, along who knows what other game is going to be rolling out in the near future. So I'll see you guys and gals there.